Parkour is about overcoming obstacles, using just your body and your mind, and it's about efficiency. That's mostly it. It's not about showing off or doing tricks. We're practicing techniques that could be used in practical situations, like in an emergency or even in other things in our everyday lives. When we come out here, when we're not training in the gym, when we're in like a real environment and we're taking risks, we take as few risks as possible. One of the biggest mistakes is that people will get out there and immediately start doing drops from like high heights or jumping across gaps and stuff. But what they don't understand is that every time you see a professional jumping across like a 5-foot gap that's got maybe 2 stories below it, they've jumped across that 5 feet thousands of times before at ground level before they went up onto a roof and attempted it. And a lot of people see things on the internet and they don't understand all the hard work that goes into it, and they think it's more of a jackass type stunt show, you know. Anybody can put a video on the internet and call it parkour, regardless of what it is. So it's a little hard. We try and break some of the perceptions, the false perceptions about what parkour is, about it being like a dangerous, extreme sport or like thrill-seeking. Because it's really not about that. It's a lot more practical and fundamental.
Ich sag, in diesem Film bist du der Star. Ich sag, ich sag, für 3 Minuten werden deine Träume wahr. Popmusik, ich mag Popmusik, jeden Tag. Sing ich dir was vor, hast du Popmusik im Ohr? Popmusik, ich mag Popmusik, jeden Tag. Sing ich dir was vor, hast du Popmusik im Ohr? Ich sag.
The internet is actually, it's been the major medium for bringing parkour over to the United States, because it originated in France, and people started seeing videos on the internet and started getting involved in communities worldwide. That's been probably the biggest influence alone, like just seeing all these videos. It's had negative impacts and positive impacts. I mean, without it, we wouldn't have heard about it.
Je suis fière, oui, bien sûr. Oui, je suis fière de David, et ayant eu un petit peu peur au début parce que bon, il en a quand même bavé et il a travaillé beaucoup, donc il n'y a pas de raison.
Back that way, and then we'll go back behind all those buildings that we would. Yeah, he wants to do some wall climbs. Ah, so frustrating. Yeah. Just like in 2 seconds. Use your feet, come on! Alright, then you jump up to that. Alright. Ever. Oh, you got it. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was tired. Yeah.
Should I smile? As a kid, everyone does parkour. You know, it's like such a normal thing. Like 90% of the people that talk to us, they're so thrilled by it because they're like, well, as a kid, I used to do this stuff. And now I see you guys, you know, much older continuing to do this. Well, the thing about the internet is I think that's what spawned parkour, you know, in its current form. Because now people are able to talk about it. They're not afraid to say, well, I jump off buildings and stuff, you know? It's like everyone's like, oh, that's a normal thing, you know, do it like this. So now you got people coming together, and it's really great because we're able to like help each other over the internet. Yeah. So in essence, I believe that the internet is the reason why parkour exists.
And when night covers the sky, you find yourself doing the same. There's a burden you've been bearing in spite of all your prayers.
Me and Lonnie have gone up to Ventura. People from other cities have come down here. So, I mean, it's a big mishmash of different people.
Yeah, how's the San Diego community compared to some other places?
I'll be honest with you, the San Diego community, like when you have good Traceurs, they all go up to LA. Because they either have school or they realize that everyone here is beginners, unfortunately. I mean, we've got a lot of really great people out here. And it's unfortunate that people have to go up there, but I mean, the architecture is also better up there, I guess, so. I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of better spots. It seems like you guys have had trouble with the law versus architecture, like finding the right balance.
Yeah, actually Balboa Park has been like a gold mine for us because there's a lot of street performers there. The police really like us, well, at least as far as I've seen. You know, every time they run into us, they first think, oh, these guys are a bunch of punk kids, but we come in and we neutralize the situation, and they love us after that, so. Well, I've been formally doing parkour for about a year now. You probably couldn't tell today from my performance. But no, me and Lonnie, back in the day, we used to do things that were parkour-like. Never anything that actually was formalized. You know, mostly it was just jumping off buildings and climbing up walls and stuff. But the techniques were very similar. And when we saw Urban Free Flow, you know, being 14 and 15, we were really discouraged. You know, we thought, wow, after all this hard work we put into practicing and training, see all these guys, it just kind of like blew us out of the water, and we just kind of gave up. But, you know, cut to a few years later, we decided, hey, let's get back into it, you know? And finally, we actually just went out to the park and said, all right, I'm gonna do a drop off this small little table thing, right? And that was the beginning of it. And ever since then, we've just been going out every single weekend, just train, and eventually we started training with the rest of the community. And then somehow, Lonnie has become like the the main guy to talk to. So it's been a pretty cool experience.
Point out that flips are like not parkour. She looks angry. Who was that?
Some lady looking on disapprovingly. I thought it was really interesting. Just like I can see how it's more oriented towards what you guys are studying, rather than just being like showing off parkour.
Yeah, especially like how it shows every aspect of it, like the training and everything. I can't do it.
Try and fail.
Yeah, it's a big part of it.
For me, parkour is strictly about just, I don't know, going out there, seeing the architecture, exploring the architecture, feeling it and stuff. I like to know my environment.
All the tourists who always take pictures of us seem to be Asian.
How weird Balboa Park is. Oh, it's like Disneyland? Oh, this spot, okay. I watched a lot of videos about this.
We should move on.
Okay.
That's rough.
Put your headphones on.
Hey, asshole. What's up? You're wearing pants again. Yeah. Weird.
Alright, Lonnie, we just got kicked out of City College. What happened there?
Well, some police officers, I guess, apparently got a call from somebody complaining about what we were doing.
That's a pole.
And,
So we have more poles in the way here. Yeah, some city ordinance.
Someone spot him.
I don't know. We weren't really breaking any laws. They said we were trespassing on that property, and they kind of sat us down. I asked us if we were being detained, and they ignored my question. They basically said that if they saw us again, they could arrest us
In the next 7 days.
within the next 7 days. Yeah,
So-
it's not uncommon. I've seen the same officer before. I didn't know we were on the college property, but apparently we were.
It's a good thing we meet once a week. So
We're gonna move on. We were really civil. We told them we were willing to leave right away, but they wanted to.
And what other responsibility you got from police officers?
Are we crossing?
You know, that's the only officer that we've ever had trouble with. All the other officers have been really friendly. They've enjoyed watching us and talking to us about it. And this,
We've had
the
many
attitude,
conversations.
yeah, the attitude this lady had was kind of like, I know what you guys are doing, and I don't really care.
Actually, that cop right there was gonna let me pump spin on his car. I recognized him.
Dude, that's the guy.
That was the guy.
Yeah, I had actually seen it on YouTube. I saw some Russians doing it.
Russian climbing video?
Yeah, and it's yeah. I thought it was very beautiful. Yeah. Well, I always find stuff like that interesting. My wife's a dancer. I love movement.
Oh, I see.
So I conduct for the ballet, and I saw this. It was like very balletic. Yeah.
This is the roof of my building. We're in downtown San Diego. This is where I train Monday through Friday after work. It's pretty nice up here. A lot of good precisions, some vaults.
Well, that's why like everyone in the PK Cali community is trying so hard to like
Keep our
work
name good.
Yeah, keep our name in good light, and because by doing that we open more doors.
Yeah.
And
So
I mean,
people say, you know, get off because you're just a bunch of punks.
yeah, and you know, like the police earlier today, they thought we were a bunch of punks. So
Yeah.
that's why I try my best to
Telling us to
diffuse
sit
that.
down like we're criminals.
I know,
I seriously, I thought this
Sit
guy
down,
busted a bomb or
kid.
something.
but that's why I try to diffuse the situation for future use, so that he knows, or they both know that we're not here to cause trouble or anything.
So it's the best thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like that job is gonna lead you somewhere. I'm 24. My name is Lonnie Tisdale, and I've been doing parkour for about a year and a half now. I originally saw videos on the internet, and I was involved in martial arts when I was younger, and also buildering, which is kind of like urban rock climbing, and those things translated really well over to parkour.
I've just been climbing lots of trees and seeing the videos online, and every once in a while trying new things. Tracers are basically anybody who practices parkour.
Okay, so a few minutes ago we were just talking about how you could be anywhere and you can have parkour vision and see things that you can do.
A lot
lot of people talk about parkour vision. Can you tell us something about that?
It's basically seeing obstacles and not just looking at them and saying that they're pretty or something, but seeing the obstacles and figuring out how you can use parkour to get over them, under them, or whatever you want to do.
A lot of parkour isn't the actual ability for your body to get over the obstacle, but a lot of it is committing to it, is telling yourself that you can't do it without hurting yourself, which causes most people to choke and stop. And just like in the past 2 weeks, I've finally like broken that psychological fear. So I've been doing a lot more. I've been vaulting a lot more. I've been running up more walls. So recently, I think I've gotten a lot better.
The most important move in parkour is probably the roll. The parkour roll is a way of converting your momentum from down to forward, and doing the roll, you're not harming your body in any way if it is executed correctly. That was no bueno.
Parkour is more of like an ideal. It's more of like something we're working towards, like the goal. The techniques themselves aren't parkour.
Did someone show you like 3 different types of balls? The one is you can do the like, I don't know all their names, I think it's long. And then another one, it's just like the most natural way to vault over a thing, which is just throw your legs up to the side. It's called a lazy vault, I believe.
So you approach the rail, and one of your hands is going to be turned upside down. You're going to grab it like this. I'm going to turn that way. So approach the rail. Parkour, it's really, I'd say in the next couple of years it's going to be all over the United States. There's a couple thousand practitioners in California alone right now, and it's just growing like crazy. Approach the rail, and then jump, turn around, grabbing it. And so this is a good way to like kind of slow my momentum down. I can turn around and drop if I need to, or I can go back over